let's just shift our focus to Tamil Nadu once more. Sandeep, if you look at these results, TVK is 112, but ADMK is at 71 and DMK has gone down to 51. I'm saying, what explains such resurgence on part of ADMK? It had no leader, no charismatic campaign, no TV time, no social media time, no panelist, and boss, they're there, 71.
Right. So, I mean, I would imagine, Karthikeya, that this is what Vijay has done, that he had emerged as the main challenger to the DMK, and he has taken a lot of the votes, lot of supporters from DMK to his fold. And, AIA, DMK, clearly they were the underdogs. They played silently, and both these Dravidian parties have their own voter base. So what has happened is that while some of the DMK's voter base has shifted to TVK and Vijay, being the underdog sometimes help you to consolidate your own vote bank. When DMK looked all pervasive, all dominating, and in front of Mr. Stalin there is no other force, no other leader, the challenger emerges in Vijay.
You know what's the fascinating part? TVK only had one leader. DMK, one leader. And ADMK had no charismatic leader, And both these parties have done well. Where DMK, you had plethora of leaders, plethora of spokespersons. So many people, Delhi and Chennai.
So, let me take you back to lessons in sociology. This is typical what Max Weber calls as charismatic leadership. So Vijay is, in sociological terms, what is charismatic? He did not have an organization on the ground to match with the DMK or AIDMK, but he had charisma going for him. He began with a clean slate. There are no charges against him, no corruption. Of course, his start didn't go off very well with that stampede. But that apart, I mean, if you take that aside, then he really did not carry any baggage. Both these parties did. And in between the two Dravidian parties, AIA-DMK was clearly, Anna-DMK was clearly they were the underdogs, and they have consolidated their voter base, whereas Vijay has successfully, with his charisma, he has successfully demolished the DMK. Of course, don't take away the fact that DMK has been around for very long, and there is anti-incumbency, there is voter fatigue. Voters were looking for a change. Let's accept that, voters, when they feel that somebody is credible enough to get my vote, and I've had enough of these guys, I look for him and I vote for him.
There's also this interesting aspect that he was also being seen as someone who was being persecuted by the center, or persecuted for kind of not towing the line. So I think that has also amplified his appeal amongst his voter.
So I agree with Brajesh. That would have added to his support
base. And everything that he's being persecuted for doing clean politics. So let's vote him up, because the kind of numbers he have received is, as I said, magical to say the least.
I also feel that as far as Vijay is concerned, the initial Karur stampede did dampen his campaign, like I said, but it was never a setback. Then the investigation by the central agencies, he played the optics really well.
So he was called to Delhi for interrogation. Well, it could have happened there.
No, but
he was called to Delhi once, 3-4 times.
How he played the optics well is because, remember that entire episode where he gave a ticket to his driver's son. He brought him up on the truck. He handed him the ticket. He hugged his driver of many years, and he gave a ticket to his driver's son. Now, those are the kind of optics that connect with the people, that he is one of us, that he's willing to identify us, that there is an absolute nameless, faceless entity who is now being given a platform by a star into his absolutely brand new political party. Those are the things that you do not see in an AIA-DMK or a DMK or a Congress party.